Airborne Broadcasting, Northwest Spalding. I've opened up to what they, in a psychological system evaluation, the intake manager. And this human being was quite profound in her spectrum of, and this happened twice, quite profound in her spectrum of witnessing. I've had conversations with bus drivers just in passing and discovered that many of them have careers and other things, a lot of life pre-invested long before they drove a bus. And there's many reasons they're driving the bus instead of doing that. Only their spectrum of mind and mindset is much more than what you would think somebody just driving a bus. I couldn't take much of a mindset to do that. I'm begging to differ with you. To get along in traffic every day, and an outdated pile of malarkey takes quite a background of many places and bins so you can shuck and jive. And there's a lot of shuck and jive in driving a bus. And some of them have quite a background, and I've had some conversations with some of these people. And like I said, just in passing, that was extremely full of content. I've visited with many psychologists. Some of them do not have the brains of a bus driver in terms of that industry. And found many, let's say, engaging remarks and witnesses and pictures in my mind, and was able to mature and cross-examine myself with that information and conversation, and found it right profound, and I'm very grateful for it, quite frankly. I feed off of things like that. I'm hungry for that, and I feed off of it more than food. That is for sure. That's what I'm about, more than food. Realized yesterday the food just goes in one and out the other. All the food I've eaten for absolutely nothing, just to use and eat with it. Staggering. This I retain. The food, I don't retain any of it. It comes in 1 second, gone the next, and doesn't mean a thing. Kind of like sliding across something. As I remember my trucking life, I just kind of scooted across the food, a greasy mess. Only this has stayed with me. And none of the food is with me at all. Thank God. It was slaughter and something's life killed. What a dumb way to fill this. Use that method to scoot to fill this with something of content that matters. Doesn't make sense, does it? Does not make sense. Does it? When you look at the scenario here, my God, why? With the widths of a cosmos of stars and planets? This redundant idiot idea? And most of them aren't grabbing and eating that they're not eating and stuffing it full of information and enjoying it during the day. And I mean, I feed off of that. That awareness I feed off of. I eat off of it their day. I rely on it. I live in it. I don't find very many doing that. In fact, they think this crap you scoot across that doesn't mean anything means everything. What? I mean anything. Your eating doesn't mean a thing. In fact, it's idiotic. Ancient humans didn't eat and get eaten. And they filled this thing with wit and transferred it on. And walked through the forest with wit. More than any other creature. Humans walk through the forest with wit, and they never call it wilderness, bewildered, anything. There's no such animal. These terms you're using are idiotic. And you're graduating with them. Dos hart wat aan de jan. Dos gaat de leeuw wat aan de jan. Wow, 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 wow. Bunge, bunge, batta, de cella de jent. Baligi. I'm going to teach presidents this language. Then they don't have to worry about what they overheard on the microphone. They're the president because Cosper had the day in the UN will say, what did he say? He said none of your damn business, I'll tell you that. Dos hadden together. What did he say? The passion of the man. What is he saying? The UN, the rest of the UN will say it. The President of the United States goes, that's blasphemy! That's what they get. Now we got a president. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. That's what I wanted to hear that. Yes, sir. Not real loud.